Hey guys, in today's video we'll show you our top quality multi-time frame analysis that no one talks about. So stay tuned. But before we continue, we also want to note that we have a Telegram channel as well, where we post signals and other top quality educational content. So here's Euro-Dollar weekly time frame. And again, nothing little changed from the past week. As you can see, again, we have almost the same indecision candle like it was a week ago. And again, this candle went up as high as 1.19 and as low as around 1.175. And again, from the effective support and resistance standpoint, we have a rejection of our monthly effective resistance, which is pink, and of the daily effective support, which is red. So we are in the same range between these two effective levels. Price again failed to show any momentum this week on the higher time frames, and thus we are stuck in this consolidation. Again, from the bigger picture, we have a beautiful uptrend with its all green candles in a row, meaning for us a stronger bullish momentum and stronger bullish buys, and this consolidation. Again, like we said in our previous video, in this consolidation we expect for a price to be only for some period of time before moving up, since we have the same price action in the past, as you can see right here. We have an uptrend, then consolidation, and then price go up. And again, we have the same consolidation between effective levels after drastic move up. So again, in the long term on the EURUSD, we have a bullish views and could potentially target the next monthly effective resistance, which comes at 1.22. But again, for now we have the indecision bias on this pair on the weekly time frame, meaning that on the lower time we could easily and effectively scalp both short and long positions at these key levels, daily effective support and monthly effective resistance. So let's go down to the daily time frame. But guys, before we continue, we also want to share with you our VIP group performance. As you can see, over 500 pips in only 3 trades. So very beautiful performance. As you can see, all these trades was in real time. Let's take a look. Right here we have a pre-signal analysis of the USDCAD beautiful price action, beautiful bearish price action. It actually go down after this analysis, but again, we discussed why we want to stay and wait for more confirmation in our way. You could also read it right here. But again, back into our signals, as you can see right here, our real-time signal that we buy pound dollar. Previous day we again buy pound dollar, and also we have one setup, and we updated it in a real time that we initiate a position on that pair, meaning that we short Swiss yen. So as you can see, beautiful week. Quantity does not equal quality, as always, guys. Over 500 pips, no losing trades. So all info to join VIP will be in the description to the video also. And let's back to the analysis. So here's daily, and as you can see, absolutely the same picture. Price stalled in the same consolidation, approaching the monthly effective resistance and the daily effective support. One notable item, guys, right here, that we have the rejection, the long week rejection of our daily effective level and the 50 EMA area. It could be considered like a small bullish sign, but again, it's only a reaction, and we should confirm this bias on the lower time frames. So on the daily we have an indecision bias as well due to consolidation. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. So here's 4-hour time frame, and let's draw 2 trend lines that will form for us the channel. Let's do this right here along the bottom, and the same along the top. Boom. As you can already see that we have a beautiful price action right here, and even with our free strategy you could easily enter right here and earn around 50 pips. But again, guys, since we established our trendline and our candle channel, let's see the following. So from the one hand, we have a picture perfect rejection of the trendline, as you can see right here, and then price bounces back and go up. We have also 2 rejections of the 50 EMA as well, but then price closed with this bearish momentum candle, which is not great in terms of bullish momentum. But again, let's go down to the 1-hour time frame to discuss more specific trade ideas. So here is 1-hour time frame, and for now actually no good trade opportunities arising on this pair, as we are focusing only on these 3 places where we would like to see a price action and establish our bias. As you can see right here, first is that a monthly effective resistance, second daily effective support, and our trend line. Only at this place we would like to see a price action to establish our bias and go long and short. Since we are in consolidation, we could easily scalp both positions when price comes at these key effective levels. For now we need to wait for price go up or to this effective monthly level, or go down to the given daily support or even to the trend line. To see a clear price action, then establish our bias. So join our Telegram for further updates on this pair if you want to trade with us. And let's move on. So here's pound dollar weekly time frame, the main pairs that we traded in our premium group this week. So what we want to say, after the drastic bearish engulfing candle, we have some kind of pullback as we are approaching the area of high confidence where the weekly 50 EMA and the weekly effective support are perfectly lining up. And obviously the price pulled back from this high confidence area. But again, price also touched the daily effective resistance and pulled back from it, creating this long wick. And again, we could see some price choppiness in the given consolidation between weekly effective support and the 50 EMA, which is very high confidence area, and the daily effective resistance as well. We can see some consolidation movements on that range for some period. And since we have this massive engulfing bearish candle, our bias rather bearish than bullish, since right now, from this standpoint, we have a higher probability of the trend continuation movement. But again, let's see how the price would behave, because again, from the bigger picture, if we see some consolidation and then price proceeded up, it could be considered only as a pullback, not a trend change. Due to this massive momentum candle, we would like to closely monitor this pair as well. So let's go down to the daily. So here's daily. We can see the importance of the effective levels. As you can see, we have a move up 3 days in a row, and then a beautiful long wick rejections of the 50 EMA, and some traders may be thinking that this is a good idea for a long trade, as we have a fresh uptrend and then a beautiful rejection of the 50 EMA. But again, on our way, we have a daily effective resistance as well, which is very valid and strong and respected multiple times in the past. And boom, price failed to break above it and pulled back. So if you want to learn more about these concepts, link in the description of our trading program included in the premium, so we could access all in our premium package. But back into our analysis, again, we could say that price stalled in the given consolidation, since we respected the weekly effective support and the daily effective resistance as well. So for now, let's go down to the 4-hour time frame. So here's 4-hour time frame. From the trade ideas standpoint, let's draw a trend line. Again, from this bottom to this, boom, we have it. So to establish our bearish bias and enter the short position, we of course would like to see a clear breakout of the trend line and then some pullback on the lower time frame, and we could easily target our weekly effective support. From the bullish standpoint, as always, to move forward, we would like to see at least the break of this daily effective resistance, which respected multiple times this week. But over and over again, price failed to break right through it. So for now, at least we would like to see a break right through the structure, and then again look for an intraday entry on the lower time frame. So join Telegram for updates. Let's move on. Here's $CAD weekly time frame. And as you can see, we ended this week with some kind of bullish candle, but with a very small body. As you can see, we also have the wick that rejected our daily effective resistance and the weekly trend line as well. Meaning for us that bulls failed to break above it and the price actually pulled back. Nothing literally changed. For now, it's hard to establish a clear bias, as we wanted to see a clear breakout to the trend line and the daily level to see momentum. But on the other hand, if price failed to show any momentum, these bullish candles and these rejections of the daily level and the trend line could only be considered as a small pullback before drastic move down. But for now, let's go down to the daily time frame. So here's daily, and again, we are not able to see a clear price action from the bearish and bullish standpoint, because as you can see, price stayed this week on the given consolidation, creating long wicks along the bottom and along the top as well. So let's go down to the 4-hour time frame. So here's 4-hour time frame, and let's do the following. First, let's draw our structural level, which is very valid and rejected and respected multiple times in the recent time. Second, let's draw a trend line. So we have our trend line somewhere right here. Of course, it's not a perfect trend line, but we have what we have. And as you can see, right here we have an area of high confluence where our structure, our minor support and the trend line are lining up, and the price beautifully rejected it and go up. But from the other hand, we have a double top at a key daily effective support level right here, showing some kind of momentum loss and it could be an early signal of a possible trendline breakout. What is more, if price failed to make at least the same high, it could also be considered as a momentum loss, which adds even more confidence in terms of bearish bias. So guys, if the price will break the trend line and the structure level, we would like to see some rejections of the given structure on the lower time frame, for instance on the 1 hour time frame or even 15 minutes time frame, to enter the trade. But on the other hand, to establish our bullish bias on this pair, we would like to see a clear breakout right through that daily effective resistance first and the trend line second. So let's move on. So here's gold weekly time frame, and as you can see, again we are in the consolidation, and the price closed this week on this long wick candle, rejecting the top of this minor consolidation. Again, we have an indecision bias on the weekly time frame for the gold. So let's move on to the daily. So here's daily, and again price showing for us very choppy price action, trading in that minor range, not allowing for us to establish a clear bias, failed to show any momentum on the daily time frame as well. So for this reason, let's move on to the 4-hour time frame. So here's 4-hour time frame, and let's draw our trend line to form a triangle pattern for price. And we can see the following: price break right through the triangle with some kind of momentum candle, then proceeded up a little bit and failed to make a clear higher high, meaning to break right through the structure, and it formed minor double top and proceeded down. And again we are stalled almost in the same range between this minor support and this minor resistance where the price formed a double top. So again, for the next week we could expect a choppiness price action on the given range between these two minor structures. But again, to establish our clear bias as bullish, we would like to see a momentum breakout right through that structure and to make for price a higher high to show their momentum and bullish steam. And of course, if the price proceeded down, we would like to closely monitor the monthly effective support area, which is respected by the price multiple times in the past, as you can see right here. Let's move to the US oil. So here's US oil weekly time frame, and after 2 weeks of the downtrend, the bulls actually showed their momentum and their power. And as you can see this week, the price drastically go up, and again, it seems to approach the area of high confidence next week, meaning the area where our weekly resistance and the 50 EMA are lining up, and to which price rejected and respected multiple times in the past and failed to break right through it. If we are approaching this area with the same momentum like it was this week, we have a very high chance of the breakout. But for now, let's go down to the 4-hour time frame. So as you can see right here, for now we are in a drastic uptrend as price is making higher highs and higher lows. What is more, price recently break right through the 0.618 Fibonacci level and then even rejected it. But again, we have a very choppiness price action right at this area, and the price rejected multiple times this minor structure level. So we would like to see a clear breakout with a momentum candle on the lower time frame, for instance on the 1-hour time frame. And once we get the breakout of this minor structure, we could enter on the momentum candle, since we have this beautiful pullback, and target our high confidence weekly area. So guys, subscribe to our YouTube channel, subscribe to our Telegram channel, consider premium as well. Press the like button, leave the comments below what you think about this analysis, what pairs you trade for the coming week, and see you next week.